Oh, really? See, my dog is good. Hi. Just like Louis Ressman, I sometimes have to start a little earlier and then wait until the screen shows up. So you was wondering why he always goes, you know why now. I was trying to do nothing until the video starts. Anyway, today's just a live stream just because it's figured, why not? Won't be long. I talked to one of my subscribers on my channel yesterday. He let me know. He said that he thinks it would be better for me to not get the computer and instead get the other things I get. Which I think is a halfway decent answer because that was kind of what I said yesterday too. Dory, well, she's hoping that I'm going to get the computer. Well, I might still get it. I don't know. So, the problem is that if I do get the computer, it's going to solve a few questions, but then again, I might not say much at all. See, here's the problem. The computer, when you add in all the shipping, there's no shipping, but there's a service plan I was going to get with it. It came out to be just $10 cheaper than the one that was an iMac i5 2.5 gigahertz. This is a 9.3. But what it has, its saving grace is it has 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is a pretty significant improvement. But I still would like to be honest. I really wanted to work on getting my photography back into so I can walk around a little more and get some weight off. So can't have everything. The good news is Dory is going to be here in April, so that means that I could technically, if I wanted to, I could put the money aside and get a better computer. Maybe even save up to get an i7 or something like that. But the thing is that it's technology and it's going to cost me money, and it's not going to be free. Well, when it's free? Well, there's the answer. Free isn't spending a fortune on something necessarily when it's because you just happen to have the exact number of dollars and cents in the bank at the time you need to buy it. That ain't so good either. I see what the individual's saying about the trolls in the channel. He's right about them. But the few people that are here on this channel that are trying to ruin it for the rest of us, they are out there. He's saying it, and we should just totally discontinue all the live streams. No, because I think that makes no sense. Because, we originally, for a while, we tried doing them 5 days a week, and that was just too many. Then, we usually start with one stream a week, and that was good until one of my users said, well, how about 2? I thought 2 would be reasonable because the world's changing so fast that 2 live streams a week kind of made sense. It is really vexing when you got people using your program that you try to keep a legitimate program going, and it makes it sound like it's something from Saturday Night Live or Comedy Sit-Down or whatever, stand-up, whatever. One of those comedy shows. It's not meant to be a comedy show. That's true. That is a real issue. So,
I believe you have it set up.
That's an issue. By the way, how the cats doing? The cats are doing okay. Rusty and Dusty and Torres are kind of working together a bit more. Kind of like, cooperative. After all,
She was something down there.
Rusty, Dusty, and Torres are all family.
Getting in arguments with people all the
Rusty's the daddy cat. He's the
She was a real pain in the ass.
he procreated with two different mothers to make the female cats.
One time,
That
she started swinging at the employees.
resulted in Dusty and Rusty being brothers from two different litters.
Yeah,
Dory said to me today, she said, looks like Rusty got himself into a little bit of a tangle with another cat. I said, well,
I think she had family.
I haven't seen him yet. I let him up this morning. This morning he wanted to go outside. He ate.
She was a wacky.
Rusty's been eating outside on the porch. And now that it's going to be warmer anyway, I'm sure a lot of the cats will be eating outside on the porch. Expected high today will be about 8 degrees Celsius.
Every man she wanted to
And if you can look over there, it's not overcast. It's fairly mild. So that's a cool thing. So it's, yeah. So other things, of course, is, am I still going to buy the computer? Oh, I don't know yet. As I said, I have other things I need to do with the money besides buy a computer. I got to buy a new pair of sneakers because my sneakers are starting to show age. The soles are going bald. And so they need to be replaced, or they're not going to be very good in traction anymore. They're going to somewhat slide across town. And the other one on the left sneaker, the leather is starting to show signs of getting ripped. And actually, it is ripped. Never mind, it is ripping a little bit. That means that the sneaker is pretty much kaput. So I definitely need to get a new pair of sneakers. Now, yeah, I can buy the cheap ones from Walmart for $10 or whatever, and they'll last me for a while. But they don't really give me good arch support for my foot. So I had a nice pair, it lasted me a long time, and then I gave them to somebody else who complained because they were girl sneakers. I said, well, excuse me, I'm a girl, so, you know, besides, they fit your feet, don't complain, you know. So he gave them to somebody else, and he said, well, not better than his boots he was wearing. Those boots are worn down, he had. So, I'm hoping that my friend's gonna be here today. I don't know when time she'll come. She wasn't here yesterday. She could have been spending time with her grandchildren, I don't know. And, they're short at staff, that's why we get the styrofoam cups. And the problem is they don't hold as much coffee as the other cups do. So anyway, basically what it comes down to is we are going to have our live stream tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I welcome you to come and be part of that. And for those of you who are watching this as reruns and wondered why I'm not answering your questions, because I can't see the questions. I don't have a screen on this thing that lets me see the questions. Okay? I didn't bring the other phone to do that. So I wasn't originally thinking I was going to be on the air live, and I decided to just do a live show or live video, and that's why I'm here. But I do have hair sprouting in. I have new hair growing in. I guess because of the way I sleep, the hairs are getting pulled out, which doesn't surprise me any.
we go back to our childhood.
That's usually why I sleep with a nightcap on. No, not the alcoholic drink. I don't drink anyway.
I need a real adult.
So anyway, I will let you guys know closer to the end of the month what our plans are. Right now, they're kind of still fluid. They're not carved in stone yet. But I've been looking forward to getting the computer too. So it's not just Dory is getting excited about getting a computer so she can free up the white 2006 iMac for her own use. It's a 2006, not 2005. I mistakenly said it was a 2005. That's because the 2005 iMac was in core Duo or Encore Solo. It's not Encore Solo or Encore Duo. It's Encore 2 Duo, which came out in early mid 2006. So that's why it's important. The Intel Core 2 Duo Mac is supposedly only capable of running up to, in that one anyway, a 2006 model, only up to 3 gigabytes of RAM. And originally I bought it, I had Lion installed on it. Well, I wonder if I can install something newer than Lion. I don't know. Only 2.5 gigabytes of RAM? By the way, I did some mental mathematics last night. Given the different speeds of the processors and things like that between the i3 and the Core 2 Duo. I'll just give you quick math here. The existing Mac right now has a frontside bus of 667 megahertz. This new Mac has a frontside bus of 1.5? Something like that. 1.5, 1.8. Alright, let's just see, 1.8. That's 3 times the frontside bus, approximately. Okay? Now, at 3 times the frontside bus, and a clock speed of 3 gigahertz, which is twice the 1.83 of the existing Intel Core 2 Duo machine. As far as how much cake and how much other additional things I have in the i3 versus chip, I have no clue. But I'm going to estimate the Geekbench score in this one probably being 8,000s versus 2,440, which is what the current Mac gets. Now, it's funny because I looked at the last Geek Macs, like Power Mac G5, I got a Geekbench score close to about 4,100 something, maybe 6,100, I don't remember now, but it was pretty respectable. So because of that reason, it means that the iMac is the Intel chips at the same speed, was just a lot slower than they were dual core, machine I had. But that could be a lot of reasons why, and that's something to think about. I already tried to run on the Power Mac the necessary encoder to encode live stream, which was a colossal disaster. Because the reason why it works at all on the IBM PCs is because they're using assembly language optimization instructions to make it better. But unfortunately, x86-32 or x86-64 kind of Power Mac G5 processor, so where the support processor couldn't really optimize the instruction set, which kind of sucked. So everything kind of ran like really bad. So that's the reason why we can't use the Power Mac G5 to encode videos. But there is something I also said I was considering in the past, and that is an MPEG encoder device, so that can just encode video. That's all it does. In other words, you plug in your video cable, either HDMI or CVBS, and your 2 audio cables for left and right sound, and then it just does the RTMP, AAC, MP3 streams for YouTube. It's a dedicated box. That's all it does. $229. Yes, cheaper than the computer. Yeah, but unfortunately, I found out that it doesn't solve the video problem with the switcher, because there isn't really a switcher. There was a version that came to us, version 2, that was compiled for the Power Mac. The problem is that version really doesn't work good with the QuickTime encoder with my Power Mac. It doesn't exist with the Power Mac G5. Well, you can guess that idea, goodbye, can't you? No, it's gonna happen. It just can't happen. But someday, I'm still want to consider getting one of those MPEG encoders and maybe pick up one of those Iterol things from Roland. And that way we could actually use a non-computer way of encoding the videos. That's what I want to consider for the future. But anyway, for right now, I thank you for watching this impromptu live stream. Do me a favor, stay happy, stay healthy, get out there, have some fun. You know, it's the weather right now in Connecticut. It's going to be nice over the next 8 hours. And, of course, I will be considering, that's the other reason I wanted to hold up on the computer, is because I really need my iPad, because I want to be outside and doing live streams, too. And I can't do a live stream out there, can I? Don't tell me about MacBooks. I really looked into MacBooks. They're expensive as God, they get expensive. And also, the fact is the screen is so close to the ground. I mean, I'm like hunched up like a C, like the letter C, like this. This little thing up here is my eyeball, and over here is my hands. Okay, so it's like my poor back gets so crunched. It's not even funny. So that's why reason I rather sit more like it. Here's the keyboard here, and here is my eyeballs up here and the head, and the screen is eye level to my eyeballs. Now that means I can see what I'm doing, and that makes things easier. And eyeballs, how are they doing? They're doing okay. They're holding out. Sometimes my right eye sees better than other days. I don't know why that is, but I did fill out the paperwork to the Board of Education Services online to see if I can get an eye exam in, because it's been 4 years. And we'll have to see how that goes. And, well, anyway, right now I'm going to let you go. Now, because of the way this works, there's always a start and stop delay video. So, what I'm going to do is, let me just show you some things outside. Let's see. There you go. There's some parish up there.